10 of Miners eLTP. We've got a very nice game for you tonight. Preliminary semi-finals between Celtag Vigo and FC Capoli. This is going to be another game. And we're off to a fantastic start as we have a back-to group already. I don't think two players didn't make it. Well, always nice to go after a good start like that. I mean, if we're still on right now, let me run over some stats for you guys, because boy, have I got some stats for you. If we look at some head-to-head stats here, we've got cheers, Bob. Now Celtag are the third seed in this fixture, with 7 wins and 2 draws to go with 5 losses in the league. Meanwhile, FC Capoli are the lower seed. They've only got 5 wins, a draw, and 8 losses, which is obviously somewhat worse. That being said, in the Week 2 regular season match that was played on Pilot and Cedar between these two teams, I do believe FC Capoli won 1 and the other game was a draw, so no need to discredit FC Capoli. They're an incredibly capable team. The tied game was 5-5 on Pilot, I believe, and they won 8-4 on Cedar, which I think was one of the reasons why Celtag vetoed that early on. Obviously didn't want to face the team on a map that they'd lost. So, we're in for an interesting set of games tonight. Maps, of course, are Bam Bam, Bam Bam, Pick, Bam Bam, Bam, Pick. And we have got Emerald, Market, and Rush to play. And Emerald is going to be the first map up. It is a fan favourite. Buck, your thoughts on this matchup?
3.
I cannot give. I mean, it's a close game. That's definitely going to be close.
Okay.
Especially with Jim missing.
That's true. It is going to be quite difficult for Celtag on the defensive end. They are going to be relying on Doswell, and it seems like Bez is going to be playing on defense, which is an interesting situation. And already Celtag are looking to bring it in. Not quite able to do that, but NC does the flag now. NZ was going to be restricted to only 10 minutes tonight because he had to step in after his teammate was banned yesterday. What a terrible situation to be banned and not able to play a playoff game, alright? But through a captain's agreement, NZ is allowed to play, and NZ is a very capable offender, so this could prove interesting. Both teams have the flag at the moment. Just walking around, it looks like Clutch is about to return. He is. NC's just toying around the mid at the moment. He knows he can hold for a good long while. He is good at hold. And it seems that Capoli have made a substitution. Sway has been hot subbed out, and Gummy has been substituted in. This is an interesting one. We know that Sway does have some lag issues, so that might be the reason for his substitution. And the first set of props are up, and Capoli have a rolling grab, and Uma is going to be out top, and he's not defused yet. And they have anti-re, and Gummy is going to try and force it here, but Dodds is going to do well to hold.
That's a nice map.
That's true, and they've got something of a reset on the event, but there are 3 in base at the moment with only 1 on defense, so Doswell's going to have a hard time bringing it in, and Poppins made the grab, but he's shut down by Sam. What can he do here? Bez needs to close down well here, can he? And Pluffin's there to get the return. Now NC, he's sitting at the boost there. Ooh, can they push it? Can they push it? Oh no, Gummy's going to be past the few here, but Bez does well to get ahead there. And Gummy's going to get returned himself there. NZ is eyeing up a gate play there, and gets kissed, and it seems to work well for them because Sam is out bottom, and it looks like they might have the blocks in. NC's got the gate, and the first cap of the game will go to Celtag Vigo. That was some good teamwork there, some good communication. As Puffy tries to get out top just as Pups are spawning, and it's 2 TagPros to Celtag Vigo. This is very dangerous. And ooh, it looked as though Bez was going to cap there, but an excellent bomb by Capoli prevents them scoring. Now NC's got a flag pro grab here, and he's going to look to bring it in, and does have a TagPro, but the gate is in his way, and the gate is very much in his way there. But that's not going to be a deterrent, as Bez is able to push Rumor out of the way for the second cap for Celtag. That is the first cap of the game for NZ, and he gets another decent grab here, and he's not going for the handoff. He's going to go top. And again, he's going to be past a few here, and Celtag just needs to block, and they just need to get the return here, and they will do. And that's 3 caps in less than 3 minutes that Capoli have already conceded. We did mention concerns about Jim Jinson. I just realised Jim Jinson plays for Celtag. so this is an interesting one, but we did mention at some point that the offensive power that Celtag has is very high. It should be noted that Celtag have the 7th, 8th, and 13th highest cappers in the league this season. They're a very capable offensive side, and NZ is going to use a rolling bomb, and you might get a rolling grab here. Does as well with the handoff, and NZ uses the rolling bomb fantastically to deflect Gummy, and he's going to try and rush in here, and it's only Uma ahead, but Capoli do get on OD here. What can NZ do? He's eyeing up the boost. There's too many in base at the moment.
Yeah.
He's going to go top for a bit. He's going to eye up the boost straight down. What can he do here? He's going to go off the back wall. Fluffin said to meet him. They have had a flaccid, and Fluffin might be out of bomb here. Fingers though, Sam's going to rush that boost. Oh, it's a potential situation for Cap, and it's an excellent cap from Capoli. Well played by them. And NZ is going to get shut down on the other end as well. And it is 3-1. Okay. Balkan India, your thoughts so far?
Not really.
Just get a feel for the game at the moment. It is the early stages. The next sort of power-ups are coming up. There is a contest at top. Capoli have a rolling on bottom. Oh god. Oh my sweet lord. I'm actually choking on my apple right now. Very dangerous play there, but somehow Capoli are able to pan it out, and Fluffin's going to need to go big here, but NC's got a fantastic boost. Dare I say majors level quality offense. Off the wall to get into base for Celtag's 4th cap of the half, and NC's out bottom again. This is a dangerous situation because NC has multiple. They see there's so many ways to come into base if you coordinate well to defense, and a fantastic bomb gets the OD out of the way, and Celtag are able to score again, and that's NZ's 4th cap of the game. And Sam is looking to bring in here, but there are 3 blue players in his way, and Gummy might be out top here. And Clutchunner does have and does fall with a fantastic return there to prevent an opportunity for Capoli to score. Capoli should be looking at both sets of power-ups here, but they do opt for the grab. What's Clutch going to be able to do here? He's in base, but Sam, they have 2 juices, yeah, he's going to get shut down there. NZ is just walking around mid at this time. Wow, what's going on here? Sam's going to get shut down here, and they're going to have a reset on this end. And they kill Pluffin, and NZ hits the boost, but he's messed it up. It's a shame, it's a real shame. But Clutchunner might be out of bomb here. He's going to rush it, and Sam's going to try and meet him in the middle, and good closing down. I'm not too sure exactly, but it's interesting stuff. It's interesting TagPro. And Gummy's eyeing up the boost top, and if the Blues can get a return here, they can't, and NZ is going to be out here, so Gummy is going to have to play a bit safer. Although he does go bottom, but manages to get away from Bez. Gummy's toying in base at the moment, possibly trying to bait the other team into the gates. We'll have to see. And Uma tries to go for the quick return snipe there, but doesn't quite pan out. Good attempt there, and it's a dangerous situation here. Gummy needs to stay alive, but he's done well there, and power-ups will be spawning soon. Capoli get bottom uncontested, meanwhile Celtag get top uncontested, and they do have a TagPro which they're going to use to good effect on anti-read, but Uma is the juice here. So it's a battle of wits between Dodgeball and Uma, and the return on the other end affords Sam a cap. That's good play by Dodgeball there. Uma manages to get the return there, but NZ is out again, and the last few seconds at TagPro just running out now. NZ is just holding around mid. He's going to write up some boosts. He's going to figure out a plan. He's waiting for a regrab. What can the man do here? Let's see. What's he doing? Oh, he's toying. He's passed a few in. Oh, he almost manages to bring it in, but Clutchunner is there on OD. Capoli doing well not to flaccid much net in, and Pluffin is smart to play anti on the other end to get the reset. Now Parrots will be spawning, and Bez for Celtag gets a rolling bomb out top. He's gonna make a rolling grab, and he does, and that's a very good boost of plays out of the way. They're gonna try and rush the return here, but it's not gonna happen as Clutch does fantastically well to get out. Okay, now possible opportunity. No, you see, they just don't. Capoli don't have enough defenders on their end to shut down NZ, and NZ is going to be out bottom. Oop, oopsie daisy. Okay, and what is going on here? Gummy's going to bring out top, but Bez is going to be very hot on his tail, and Doswell is there as well. They're going to be chasing around mid, and they get a return. And NZ does fantastically well to get a wonderful cap there. I do believe that is his 5th cap of the game, and someone is typing in group chat, probably in all of NZ's cap. It was a very nice cap, actually. But what do Capoli need to do to get back into this game?
Right now they have 6 pups, and like 5 of them are from Umoy. Definitely, you don't need to rely on one guy to get the pups. That's where it goes from.
Exactly, that's true. You need to get pups between more people, and Umoy's in a dangerous situation here, and a sticky situation turns into an unfortunate cap that they concede. Now it's 8-1 to Celtag Vigo with a minute and a half remaining. Opportunity for a cap here. Pluffin just needs to boost straight in, and he gets the boost with a nice spike on the end. Calm and cool under pressure there, Pluffin. Very nice. And Pluffin is probably going to go for the grab here, but it's going to be difficult to get out as he's shut down by NZ on the other end. Okay, now. Clutchin is going to bring out top, and NZ is going to try and meet him, and NZ does fantastically well to predict the boost there. And the last set of parrots will be spawning. Sam is weighing up top, and Pluffin is currently at bottom. They just need to be cautious here, not to die. And Celtag do have a TagPro lead here, and Sam is going to use it, and he's going to kill the Capoli regrab. And again, this is another dangerous situation that they've been put in. Now, Doswell is going to try and rush the return here, but Pluffin needs to stay alive. And he's doing well at the moment, but there are red team tiles there, and Does is close, but it's not quite there. And Ezzy has a rolling. Now he's a chaser as well. But he opts not to chase, he opts to go bottom. What can he do here? Just using some boosters around mid, as Bez gets the return. And there is a reset on their end. Only one defender in base though, so Capoli can still get out at this point. Could be a bit more difficult now. Now there's 12 seconds on the clock. Will NZ try to force it? You imagine he will at this point. There are 3 people in base. He's not going to be able to get the high boost. Or he's gonna, what's he going to do here? You know what, he's just going to hold. He's going to get that cat flag statistic. One of the greatest metrics of offensive talent in the game. And as we come to the end of the half, is 8 to Celtag Vigo and 2 to FC Capoli. Welcome into your thoughts.
Pups.
I feel you already said it. It's 11 to 7 in favour of Celtag, but you did point out that Umo has collected the majority of pups for Capoli. And relying on one man alone for pups does make it quite difficult. Shout out to NZ for a fantastic first half performance there. There were 6 caps in the space of 10 minutes. Kudos to him. We got some shouts from the crowd. Evil Imp is a big fan of NZ's split cap. Yep, that's definitely the case. I mean, if we look at NZ's regular season stats, he got 25 caps in only 150 minutes. I believe that puts him in the top 10 cappers for minus this season. He also got some majors, man. 8 caps in 90 minutes, which is an impressive haul considering it's majors. So that's pretty decent. It's pretty decent. Oh, we might be getting another commentator here. This is an interesting development. Well, let's see.
You are splitting already, right?
And we might be getting in B Fraser if Vulcanity will do a.
I'm here. I'm here.
Oh, Fraser, hello. Hello, how are you?
Good evening.
Good evening. It's nice to have you here in the commentary box. You've heard the score. You've heard the score, have you? From the first half.
8-2 for Celtag.
8-2 Celtag, yeah, and 6 caps to Mr. New Zealand himself.
You can elaborate. What was the decisive factor in the first half?
Ooh, you know what? I'm going to defer to Balk and Andy on that answer. Balk, would you like to fill Fraser in, please? Just in particular, very good communication play. Yeah, they utilised TagPros effectively well in killing anti-re. They were very effective in closing down at mid to get the returns when they needed. NZ, of course, also had some fantastic moves. He had a fantastic boost off a wall. He had another fantastic boost off a wall. There was another boost that went off a wall to the flag. What I'm saying is boost and walls and NZ are a fantastic combination, and that has been responsible for half of this cap so far. So
NZ just got benched, if I'm correct.
Is that true? We might have an exciting lineup development.
I mean,
What you don't lose.
I think they are sure they got to win already.
I mean, they have a 6 cap cushion at the moment, but it has to be
Emerald.
said, nothing is certain. Nothing is certain. In TagPro. I understand it's not Market or Big Mouth, but you can get a nice set of chain caps, and that could spark a comeback, which we'd all love to see, of course. Always rooting for the underdogs. And I do believe you're right, NZ has been benched in favour of Anime Addict. So Anime Addict will be playing on the defensive end alongside Dozfall. This was the defensive lineup we were expecting. This allows Bez to go on offense. Let's see how Bez does.
Isn't Anime normally an offensive player?
Who's that, sorry?
Yes.
Anime Addict.
Anime. Actually, it's interesting. Anime's statistics this season. He's plays primarily offense, but he in 213 minutes he's accrued 253 returns and 14 caps. So I would say he's been very much a two-way player this season. Which is
everybody
nice
on Celtag is a two-way player this season.
Out of necessity, yes.
Total TagPro. It's a new meta.
And the first set of parrots will be spawning soon, so it'll be interesting to see who goes for these. And already Capoli are jostling on both ends here. Gummy is poised to the boost, but he's conscious not to give a regrab. And Sway as well to get a return there. 2 juices indeed. You'd hope they'd be able to use them to good effect here. Sam knows he needs to stay up their way for a good few seconds, but Uma does get a return, and Sweaty has got a reset on the other end. So Pluffin is going to look to bring it in. Ooh, does well to prevent the team boost there. Gummy is probably going to get shut down at the gate there.
Gummy gets fucked.
Yeah, it might be wise to maybe try and establish a train there, but I can see the attempt. Alright, welcome Pluffin and Gummy conjure up here. They haven't got the boost straight in. Pluffin's going to try boost. Oh, he's got boost straight in, and he's close to getting out, but not quite as Anime does well to get a return. Meanwhile, on the other end, Bez is probably waiting for his offensive partner. He's going to try and get some gate kills, but to no effect. And we are coming close to the minute mark. And
that's a very good grab now. Hand of maybe.
Pulse will be spawning, and Bez is going to be out along bottom. And had he gone bottom, he would have received the power of the TagPro. But they do have the TagPro. It's just they need someone on the offensive end to come make the TagPro effective. There is a TagPro on both ends for both offenses.
Sam should have grabbed, I think.
Yeah, okay, but Sam is going to try and get a TagPro lead out here. It will be running out any second. Can Sam force to return here? Likely not. Dozfall needs to go bigger. Doesn't quite pan out, and Anime is going to go top. He is going to wait for a regrab though, and Dozfall does well to get a return there. So nice play. And Anime, I'm not sure whether he faked the boost or he just missed the boost there, but excellent fate nonetheless. And Pluffin is going to be looking to bring it in here. However, he's going to have a difficult time because there are 3 blue players in front of him.
The back wall, it looks good.
It looks like he's eyeing up the wall near the bomb.
What a bomb. What a
fantastic play. Fantastic coordination. The Capoli defense and offense there.
Very smart
to get their
from
first cap and a half. And Pluffin's got another grab here, and he might be out bottom. Gummy unfortunately killed there, and Parrots will be spawning. Capoli aren't going to be able to contest bottom as Anime gets it.
Ooh, Dozfall.
Go on, lads.
This is sick. This can be something.
And this should be an opportunity for a cap here, but Bez does fantastically well to get the grab and get the kiss just in time, and Dozfall is going to get a return as well. So that was good play by Bez there.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to rush it top, and he is going to be out here, and he just needs to boost it in. There's still a chance here.
He fucked it.
But Uma's going to be out. Yeah, that seemed like a crystal clear chance.
And now the entry is there.
It's not a chance on the other end. And Uma does well to get the cap. You see, it's very fast game. Things can change so quickly in this game, and this is a potential.
The train is there. It's there. The combat is
there.
Real.
The train is happening. It's happening.
They need 3 more to equalize.
3 caps, 6 minutes to go. I do believe Capoli will be very conscious of Parrots coming out, and I do believe Celtag will be as well. They will want to play as conservatively as possible to preserve their 3 cap cushion at the moment.
It just shows what Emerald can do for you once you get the chain.
Indeed, you do. And Capoli, you have Juju's and Celtag. It could be. Uma does with the Juju's here, so he can probably get the quick return, and he does, and Sway P does well to play the anti on the other end.
Why does he bring it back?
Yeah, it's maybe not the wisest move. I'd imagine that during the halftime talk that Etche would have probably told his team to play anti-re far more, and it seems to have paid off because Swapey has been playing anti far more and it has gotten him a cap on this one occasion. Right, what can Pluffy and Gummy do here?
Humor is leading the scoreboard with 10 returns and 4 power-ups already.
Oh, this is a dangerous situation. Uma does fantastically well to prevent Bez from getting out there. That would have been a cap otherwise. Sam almost gets out bomb, boosts into the spikes. And this game is far more open this half. It's true, there's only a 3 cap lead that Celtag have.
I think Capoli is a whole other looking side with Humor in their team. It's just multiplayer to have.
And Parrots are spawning, and Pluffin has got a rolling top, and he's going to get a rolling grab. The only thing is not going to work all that well unless he can break out some micro dukes here. And he might be out here, and
he does very well to stay alive.
Pluffin's coming in, and Sam does well to get past, and Sam's done fantastic well to get out. And now there's danger on the other end as well, as Dozwell's playing anti-ray. They're eyeing up, and oh my word. Very interesting poem there from Sam. Quality stuff. And Anime is on Pluffin like a dog after hot chips. Will he get the return now? Sam is now holding it at mid at this point. You might be eyeing up the kiss.
Fuck's sake, bro.
Pluffin's gonna get a return now, and it's danger on the other end. Gummy just needs to bolt straight out of there. He needs to get out of the danger
zone. You're like 4 years old or something.
For Celtag there. A momentary lapse in concentration.
And the chain is on.
Capoli,
the chain is on.
Sam a chance to score. Gummy does well there to get a return, but Capoli will not like that one bit. Also, a lapse in concentration has caused them to concede a cap there, and Dozwell has the opportunity to be out past 3 bottom here. Capoli players are going to be rushing top, but Dozwell does well to get the boost in there, and it's back to a 5 cap lead for Celtag with only 3.5 minutes remaining. The comeback is looking far less likely at this point. Uma and Sway Pete they're not going to force the return here because I understand what they're trying to do. They want to sell anti-ray, and they have managed to establish it, albeit a bit shakily. But it's going to grab here, but he's going to flash it, unfortunately. Sam should wait for his offensive partner here, but he does take the grab, and he does flash it. Got a few flashes on the other end here at this point. Things are a bit shaky. It'd be nice to see both teams just regroup. Have a go again. Right. Pluffin and Gummy, we expect great things from you two. Pluffin understands this as he's waiting for bottom power up, I believe. Dozwell, however, is going to contest him for it. And Pluffin is going to get the Duke Juice. Well, equally, Celtag have a Duke Juice on the flag, and there is a potential to get out here. Sway's not able to get the snipe return, but he does want to keep Sam outside. The whole point right now is just to contain Sam, not to let him get ahead. And they've got him in bottom, and Sam almost gets out, but it's good work from the Swapey and Pluffin duo there. And they do have a reset on their end as well. Sam's got a grab. Sway should have the sniper there, but it doesn't quite pan out. Might be some lag issues on Pete's end. Of course, he is playing from Ireland, where they have 800 ping. And Bez is going to bring it bottom, and he's got a boost. He's going to utilize the boost, but it goes straight into the mid spikes. So it's a classic. It's a classic move. It's a classic move. Throwback to pubs. And Sam is going to look to bring it in, although there isn't really much going for him, and there is a chance for a Gummy Cafe, but Bez does fantastic well by himself on OD to get a return. Now Parrots will be spawning it, and Capoli have to be aware that they don't have Vigo at this time. They have managed to get 2 Duke Juices. To what effect will these work? Uma is bottom. What's going to go on here? Uma does get a return, and they've got a reset. Now they need to send people on offense quickly now. They only have a minute and a half left. It's going to be, admittedly, extremely difficult to overturn the 5 cap deficit, but I imagine this Capoli team don't want to give up a fight, and they will want to accrue a few more caps, of course. Pluffin's in base, but Bez is going to be there to meet him, but he doesn't quite get the return. Anime does, however, with a very nice snipe. Sam tries to snipe Gummy through gates, but let me tell you folks, that does not quite work, and Gummy is going to walk it around mid. He's following Dodds now for it, I'm not sure why. Bulk, your thoughts? Why not?
No.
Alright, thank you. Fraser, got any thoughts for us, please?
I think this half shows us really promising second game.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, true.
It is worth noting that I believe this map. Wait, whose map selection was this? Celtag were the highest seed, so this map would have been the pick of room.
It just shows they're very, very solid on it.
Capoli.
You think this is Capoli's map selection? Okay.
Yeah.
I'd be interested to see them. Obviously, you want the advantage on the map that you pick. That's not quite worked out here, so Capoli really are going to have to step it up when it comes to market. We're into the final 20 seconds here, and Celtag will be looking to equalize the half, and we just get a return, and it's a dangerous situation. But Gummy does well to get a return there. And as the half winds down, teams will be contesting for some cap flags here. Ooh, there's a potential for a last second cap. Sam knows not to rush it, stay alive, and we get to the end of the half, and yeah, half ends Capoli 3, Celtag 2, which I believe on aggregate is I don't even know at this point. But the fact of the matter is Celtag. Oh wait, it was 8-2, wasn't it? So Celtag have won 10-5 overall, I believe.
10-5 is correct.
Yep. Interesting game. Uma did have a very solid defensive performance, and he had 17 returns. We do appreciate Rets. Rets are a huge part of the defensive game.
NZ got benched for this half, so.
It is true, and thanks to a captain's agreement, actually has allowed NZ to play tonight. So that might have been a strategic move by Celtag to bench NZ, maybe rest his legs. I understand he has some trouble with his ankles recently. He got due to hell by Fraser at some point, I believe. Now then, the second map is going to be Market. Now, Market is one of the more grabbier maps in the game. So it'd be interesting to see how the defenses set themselves up here. Will they go for allowing a lot of grabs, like grab D, get as many returns as possible, or do you think prevent D, just making sure that don't get out whatsoever, no opportunities, would work better for the defense? What do you think, guys?
Just play like I normally do. Try to do something new this late into the season, you're gonna fuck up, that's for sure.
I'll be honest, a lot of that came across as static, so I'm not sure what your recommendation was. Fraser, is it smarter to play prevent D or grab D?
I said you just have to play like you normally do. You're gonna try something new this late into the season, you're gonna fuck up no matter what. So, especially against players like NZ, you don't want them to grab at all. So maybe prevent D is better.
That's some sage advice from B. Fraser. Of course, gonna come to you with a market game very shortly. Of course, we've got a shout out tonight to the Capoli bench, Evelyn, free agent call up from FC Direct. He is an eLTP Season 2 League winner, so I would love to see him get on the tiles at some point tonight. Anyway, the second match of this playoff series is underway. It appears you have Gummy and Ploffin on offense for Capoli, while Umar and Swapey remain on defense. It's the same lineup for them. It looks like NZ has been subbed back in, and it's going to be NZ and Anime on offense this time.
Yep.
So an interesting switch.
That's a very nice grab. Oof.
It's a nice grab, doesn't amount to anything now. It's always a question with NZ. Is he going to give you the handoff, or is he going to juke his way out? You never quite know.
That's first cap.
And that's an early cap for Capoli. First cap of this series for Ploffin.
Yeah, that's a very good question. I think NZ is really liking his jukes, so handing off will be a question mark going into this game.
And power-ups, of course, are incredibly crucial on such a small map as this. Of course, the free grab is also an opportunity for both teams. Now, Uma has a TagPro here. Can they use this to good effect, Capoli? What can they do here? NZ's got the flag, and he's going to try his very best to get out of the danger zone.
Does very well to stay
He's
alive.
done well so far. He understands the power of the corner shoot. But Gummy's there to shut him down. And Ploffin is not quite able to shut Sam down.
Ploffin with overcommit, Sam with the boost.
And Sam's going to bring it outside, but it doesn't quite pan out. Sam is going to have to take a lap, reassess how to bring it in. And then
in this instant, you should try to play grab D. Only then you have a chance to cap, I think.
Oh, Sam does well. I like that. Bait out one player and then try and bring it in quickly while they're a player down. Doesn't quite pan out in this situation. Very hard to get past 3 people on OD. They are, however, going to try and keep this train alive, and Sam does have the flag now. He's going to get returned by himself, of course. As the next set of power-ups spawns, NZ opts not to go for power-ups. he's going to try and bring it in. Right. What can the Maestro do here? Right, he brings it outside.
It's a risky grab.
Uma's going to get a return. Yeah, you've got to be very careful in this game.
And NZ eyeing up this boost too.
Doesn't quite pan out, and Uma has the anti-re on the other end to prevent Sam getting the train going. So that's a smart play from Uma there. And NZ gets a nice flaccid. Very nice flaccid. Pluffing and Gummies so far.
It's a pretty conservative game so far.
Yeah, they've not done anything particularly outrageous to attempt to get out, which isn't the worst thing in the world, because NZ's got some moves to go made, but Pluffin is out himself, however. Is it smart, but is returned by Anime Addict. NZ's doing what's still alive until he isn't, and Uma's going to get the return here, I'd imagine. Go on, Uma. Go on,
doesn't.
Sam's in a dangerous position here, but he doesn't. He's got out. He's got out. And he's in now, and the next set of parrots have spawned, and Pluffin has opted to take the Juju's from his flag carrier. He's going to probably look for a kiss here, and having regrab a little bit quicker than that would have probably been beneficial. But this isn't a bad situation here. They do have a Juju's on the flag, and you're going to bring it left side, but Sam gets to the boost just in time to prevent the Capoli flag carrier from coming into base. Good play there. Ooh, and Sam's got a good grab here, and he has a boost straight in, but Gummy does well to position himself. NZ with the flag. What can this man do? He's defused the boost from himself. He takes a lap. He enjoys this map very much. Does have a good look around it. I mean, if we look at some of the statistics so far, I mean, the person with the most returns now are Anime and Uma, and they've got 7 returns each. That is not high for market whatsoever. This has been a very good game indeed. Now Uma doesn't have to have any other end, but Anime Addict has a rolling. Ooh, this is dangerous. This is a dangerous situation. Yeah, the rolling wasn't used as effectively as it could have been, and the TagPro was used very well by Uma, who is doing fantastically for Pyros tonight. That's his 3rd on this map alone.
He's insane on pubs.
Look at the minus stats. He's like ahead of everyone with like 9%.
Yeah, it was like 5% or something, or
that's a spicy statistic.
20%.
9 even.
Uma, of course, is a very highly accoladed player. He won 3 performance awards in season 9 for Mariners. And NZ is not quite able to bring it in. What can Sam do here? He's might be waiting for power up here, or he's maybe going to force it. We're not quite sure. Probably waiting for regroup.
Why he wasn't playing the regular season much?
I wouldn't be too sure as to why that was the case, but now Sam's got a grab here. He's got Pete on his tail, and it comes to nothing. Will NZ be able to keep the grab train alive? And a miss boost by Uma there puts Uma and Swipey out of the game, and NZ's going to try and bring it in, but they managed to slow NZ down just in time to get the return here. I mean, Celtag have had a fair few opportunities, but they've never got that close to the flag tower, have they? They've always been in the area, but never quite there. Will that change? Will we see a change now? NZ, should he force it right? Right is the prime option. It's got several boosts. NZ is eyeing up the inside boost, however. He's thinking about what to do here. This is interesting. Oh, is he gonna do the mid boost combo? Oh, I would cheer if he did that.
What am I watching?
And he's forced to go in, and it doesn't quite pan out, but they're able to get a return on one end, and Sam's now got it in the top corner, and just about returned. Bez is going to get returned here as well. Just a lot of returns on both ends at the moment. No clear-cut opportunities for either team. And Capoli will like it this way. They don't want to afford Celtag any opportunities to score here. Pluffin is getting closed down. Goodbye, Pluffin. And Anime is in the top corner, and he's just going to go for a nice stroll. So no, not that direction, Anime. Other way. Good stuff. Good stuff. He's going to get returned. However, folks, what does Celtag need to do here to turn it up a notch?
Cap.
Thank you. Always the most incisive commentary from the human Dutchman. And there is a capping opportunity. on the Celtag end here. I mean, he's still alive and he does fantastically well. And it's almost a capping opportunity for Capoli on the other end. Gummy's gone for the TagPro, which was a smart decision, but his mean the flag carrier is dead. Uma's playing anti-hero here. This is an interesting predicament. Anime says that the boost and NC's there to cover him, manages to get the return. Bez has got some nice moves off the wall there, but Uma is equal to it, and he manages to get the boost snipe. Very nicely played there. Pluffin is going to try and speed past all these balls. Gummy steals his boost, however. That's not fun. And there's going to be a cap for Celtag there, first in this game. Just not staying ahead, just too many quick deaths leave Capoli behind the play, and they can see the first cap of the game. 8 minutes without conceding a market. That's not too bad whatsoever, especially in a playoff game.
Yeah, that's great prevent, to be honest. If you look at the prevent of Anime Addict and this, I think it is. It's almost 7 minutes combined. It's crazy.
It's fantastic, and opportunity for Pluffin there, and it almost looked as if clipped Enzi on the way in there, which would not have made sense, but he does fantastically well. Good blocks from the defense there as well. And there is another opportunity for a cap here, but Bez is equal to it and manages to get the return. Now Enzi, he is going to juke. He does like to juke, but he does get returned it. And again, it's a dangerous situation on the other end. And could this be a cap? Could this be a cap? It can't be a cap. It can't be a cap. Celtag are able to close down just in time, and Anime does okay to juke out. But Uma is equal to it and has the boost snipe. Some interesting place. I feel like something make a grab here. It doesn't quite pan out. Not NZ. He's gonna have to juke out past 2 here. Oh, you see, he knows going left is gonna expose him to the behind the back snipe. But he can't split the defense all by himself. And
it's interesting to see how Capoli is taking this game. Very conservative plays, very solid, very consistent.
And it seems to have worked thus far.
Yeah, it's working for them.
It could go right.
Great to see.
Yeah.
Like,
ooh. Yeah. They're just not giving Celtag many opportunities to bring it in. You see, they're not coming with many bodies. That's what you want to see. Like they've even set up Andy now. Like they don't understand. Running the chain is also incredibly important. Now NZ is. What is NZ going to do here? He's got a boost. He can't super boost it, and he knows that. Ooh, it's not a bad attempt. It's not a bad attempt. Switching play from left to right. It doesn't quite work out this time, and Pluffin does the Andy there, so Celtag are going to have a hard time getting out. And that being said, though, Sam has got an opportunity on that side. Oh, but Uma's there. Fantastic ID just to get it. Now there's 5 seconds left in this game. NC's going to have to force it. Where's he going to go? He's going to go left side, and this is a dangerous situation. And that's okay to stay alive, but at the end of that half, and Capoli are up 3-1. Fantastic play from Capoli there. You were talking about prevent. You were talking about prevent there, Fraser. Anime with nearly 5 minutes. Bez with nearly 5 minutes. There's almost 10 minutes combined prevent between the two of them. That's fantastically conservative defense between the two.
It was enormously effective. When they got out, it was almost all the cap. It's see actually.
Pluffin, of course, the star man that half. 3 caps beside his name. We've got some fantastic statistics for Pluffin. I just care to read them out. He is listed as defense on TagPro lead. Yeah, he plays offense. It's not a very well known fact. In 280 minutes, which makes him one of the most played players this season for any team. He has 31 caps, which I believe puts him 7th or 8th overall. And he is also widely considered a fan favorite because he is a lovely all-round human being, which I think we can all attest to.
Or do you think third thing possibly happening?
Do you think we'll have any substitutions at the half here? You have to bear in mind that Capoli will need to maintain the lead here. If they were to lose by more than 2 caps this half, they will be out of playoffs. So they're going to need to put up another strong performance this half. Do we have any sponsors? Any sponsors?
Vigo full.
Can you say that again, please? Oh, Vegas Fuel. Yeah, this game is brought to you by Vegas fuel. There you go, Bulk.
Thank you, mate.
I mean, we're talking on Ploffin. 3 caps in that half. He has the second best hold record in the league. And also, you know what's interesting? He also leads FC Capoli in the league for returns. Like, Ploffin is a two-way man. It might not seem like it, but he's effective on both ends of the tiles. So keep an eye on him tonight. Of course, he is showcasing his moves right now as he's scored 3 caps.
I want to see Imp.
Imp, of course, is another fan favourite. Of course. Would love to see him play tonight at some point.
Tell me if I'm getting laggy again, because my internet's a little bit shaky tonight.
Yep, you sound decent now.
Right?
Yeah, you actually sound like I can hear you now. And we are close to getting underway with the second half here.
So Celtag is 2 caps down.
And in the other game, Blokka is currently sweeping.
Sweeping, okay.
Thank you, Balkanende, for that incisive report.
You can call me Martin Tyler.
Celtag has now lost every half they played Anime Addict in it. Fun fact.
That is not as fun a fact as you would hope, but hey ho.
Read in the comments. Read in the comments.
Okay. Bye. Ooh, yeah, I actually need to see the comments actually. I wonder why here and Sam is already out. Could you link us to the stream, please? So I can read some of these beautiful, beautiful comments. And so I just want to get a return there, and him and Uma might be able to shut NZ down, but he's doing well to stay alive. He's in the corner, Jukes effectively, and
4 people in OD.
Eyeing up the booster. Oh, he's NZ did well to get past a few defenders, but Capoli do well to prevent the cap. Interesting. So yeah, NZ is still on offense alongside Sam. I do believe we have Dodds form on the tiles now, in place of Bez, I imagine.
Yep.
Okay, and Ploffin is going to be bringing it.
That's
and that's a very poor cap to concede on part of.
It's like his second grab of the game, and he just capped already.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was a communication error on their end, but it's very dangerous. And Celtag do have a TagPro here, but
there's humor with his pup again.
It's true. It's true. That being said, NZ is going to rush here, and yeah, Uma is just playing it smart, getting ahead here.
That's a nice boost.
That's a good return. Ploffin, Ploffin, you can do it on both ends of the tiles. 2 returns, 1 cap.
He's just very solid, isn't he?
That's true. NC does well to get past the and he's going to bring it in left side. Has to go around again, and Ploffin's going to grab it, and he's going to get returned. It's true. And he's going to be sizing up the booster, and Ploffin is playing anti-raid. They're ready to.
Nice kiss.
Yeah, ready to stop the train there. They understand the importance of stopping that. They're up by 3 caps at the moment. Don't need to do anything outrageous. And the next set of parrots will be spawning soon. As all players go to contest with them, no one opting for the free grab at the moment. Ooh, and Sam has got a juice on that, and then Gummy needs to do a big sniper here. But Sweat Pete is out for Capoli himself.
I think Sam had that, to be honest.
Oh, really?
If he boosted straight in, it was a cap.
Yeah. Ooh, and this has not worked well on the other end. Ooh, I see what Dozfall's trying to do there, but unfortunately it backfires as he just accelerates Humo into his own player. That happens though. It is a risk worth taking in that situation if you can get a quick cap. It's a reset on both ends of the towers as Ploffin hurries on offense. Both teams just eyeing a bit of rug grabbing at the moment. Nothing outrageous. Ploffin is going to out the boost, however. What can this bad boy do? Ooh, Sam he's whistling it down. He's whistling it through mid now. He's in the 2-tile gap, the notorious 2-tile gap. Fraser, have you ever seen anyone duke out a 2-tile gap before?
I think I might actually.
You might have done.
I'm not quite sure. I think we can find a clip in the best clips of eLTP.
I would love to see it tonight. And this is an interesting situation here. Ooh, it's close. Anime isn't going to be out, but it just ends the opportunity. Not quite though. Ploffin does well to read the play and prevent that happening. Just smart play from Capoli at the moment. But that being said, Sam has an opportunity to get out here, but again he's shut down. And Pluffin again is playing anti-re, understanding not to let that team get a train going, because that's where the caps come from the silly mistakes that lead to trains. NC is holding here.
I really think Pluffin is the key to success for Capoli this game on market.
Yeah.
Just does everything right.
Have you noticed how the Capoli players, they always rush for the return, and then if it doesn't work, like if they rush for a return and it doesn't work, that player, if because they're going backwards, they immediately go to play anti-re. It's very smart play. It doesn't let them waste any time, like rushing back to OD. They're in position to play to the team's advantages. And Uma again, unfazed by the TagPro that Celtag have, and manages to get the return. Go on, Pluffin, baby. Go on, Pluffin, baby. He's off the back wall. But it's not going to be coming anytime soon.
Ruff, we got
stay alive here. Yeah.
Got a question from a viewer who asked you to give a shout out to Everton this season.
Oh, okay. I mean, like that's quite a low blow. I mean, was this necessary? I already got a rate for it like 7 times on the weekend. I don't need to take it during the week as well. Okay.
Shout out to Everton.
Shout
out to Chris Taylor.
Pluffin is so close to getting returned. He has an excellent boost off the wall there, but it doesn't quite pan out as NC is able to counteract it. Okay, so we're coming up to halfway through this half, and Capoli have 1 cap up, 3 caps up overall. It's an okay lead. I won't describe it as a healthy lead on market. Some almost brings it in the middle. Now Pluffin, what sort of moves has he got with this Duke? He's got to be very conscious of the boost behind him, and NC is not going to be able to get it. Now, Dustful has made a TagPro grab it, and this is an interesting set of circumstances. What is going on?
Oh my god,
Pluffin does well. Stay alive until he doesn't.
Got a little bit too ambitious there.
Yeah, have you noticed how players are always alive until they aren't? It's very weird predicament. And Uma does want to get out left side here. Some is going to exist in the corner, and NC is playing anti-re, anticipating the kiss or the quick return, but Uma does fantastic well to stay alive here. And Sam was so close. Sam was on the tile, then Roni stepped off the tile. Flight tile popped up. It's unfortunate there. Now Gummy has got to be careful. The snap from Dodds for there doesn't quite pan out for Dodds. It's close stuff, and the next set of parrots will be spawning very shortly. And again, Uma is going straight for that power up in the bottom corner. Pluffin's going to rush it left side. Okay, and Swapey is very close to getting a return on Anime. But Anime does want to stay alive there. Good play from Anime. Oh my god, beautiful. It's fantastic play from Capoli.
Humor maybe with the third?
I mean, there's potential there, but now there's 3 people on the OD. It's going to be extremely difficult. It just doesn't quite pan out of the corner boost there. And now Capoli are up with by 4 caps with 3.5 minutes remaining. To think that this wasn't the preferred map choice, they've done extremely well to come back from losing by 5 caps in the first game. They were up by 4 here. It's a very good performance. That being said, they don't have anyone on tile, and Pluffin just needs to stay alive for a moment. He's not going to get returned. My god, Pluffin, the man can do everything.
He's insane. He's actually insane.
Fantastic place for Pluffin to stay alive, and he gets the kiss. I imagine he was going for that kiss all along. He knows what he's doing at this point. And he's going to try and rush it in, however, and
he fucked it.
He had the opportunity to cat there, doesn't quite pan out. That is unfortunate. They really did need that cat with 2.5 minutes remaining. And this is, I would say it was dangerous, but Uma's got a rolling growth for Capoli here. Still the danger of the TagPro, the threat TagPro from Celtag remains, but NC's going to get returned, and Dodds does not get stabbed. Dodds will not get stabbed. And Uma is just zooming around the map at this point. He's enjoying himself at the moment, until he runs into Sam, of course. Imagine he does not enjoy that. Sway is close to getting a return. It's not coming now, and this is a dangerous situation. This could be a cap situation for Sam. It should be, but
why does NZ leave the block?
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, it's on the boost. Yeah, it's not the greatest use. And Uma is pixels away from scoring cap to put Capoli 5. It doesn't quit pan out.
Some NZ shit right there.
Yeah, that's interesting play. And Sam's gonna try and rush it this side. And had he not bumped into the corner there was the opportunity for a cap. It's there's very small things going on here. That are causing Celtag just to lag behind at the moment. Pluffin with the flag. What can this man do? He dies. NC and Sam just don't have any luck on the offensive end at the moment. This has been very close to a shot for them at the moment. It could be something close to the commentator's curse at the moment, but they've just not been able to get any solid chances, which I imagine is quite frustrating for them at this point in the game.
Just you have to give credits to Capoli as a whole.
Yeah,
playing so solid and so consistent.
I'm not sure. I'm not exactly.
Discipline.
I imagine Etche's tutelage has been a massive factor in this.
I imagine also. Now Ploffin with another captain.
Oh no, enemies equal to it, and Dots.
Nice sack from Dots.
It's a nice sack. Doesn't quite pan out as Gummy positions themselves just okay to not concede the cap here, and Gummy's gonna go give Anime a little kiss. Oh, and NC's gonna race it bottom now. There's only 30 seconds left in this half in this match. It's unlikely that Celtag can score 4 caps, you would imagine. That's not to deter NZ though, and he will be looking for a cap here. And there is potential for a cap. Ploffin, of course, though, blocking out Anime to make sure his teammate with the flag gets away, gets to somewhere a bit safer. And at this point, they aren't really forcing much of anything. Oh, the man Ploffin. Can you get the cap flag?
Yeah, he does.
Oh, you get the cap. Why did you get the cap? That's okay as well. Yeah. Ploffin with 3 caps and a half.
Standout performance from Ploffin.
Huge performance from Capoli. That is probably one of the greatest performances of players thus far.
Yep.
The P in CPI it stands for Ploffin, of course it does. Guys, your thoughts on that half? On that game in general?
Huge display of discipline from Capoli. Really nice to see. And I'm excited for the 3rd game on Rush to see if they can replicate kind of play style they're playing now.
I mean, you know what they say about Rush?
What do they say about Rush?
They say it's like if you combined Emerald and Market together, that's the map that would appear. So both teams will clearly have advantages in this.
I'm guessing you're the one who came up with it.
Quite possibly. Of course, we don't have any. We don't have any sources at this time. So, yeah. Okay. So it seems Capoli are looking for a 5-minute break. Ploffin says they need to have a huddle.
What are the standings over at the Blocka game?
Yeah,
does anybody know?
We go live to a reporter, Bulk and Nende, over in the other stadium.
Standard is winning the 2nd game. So it's a split so far.
So they're also taking the 3rd game to Rush to decide the outcome.
Yes, but there's still 3 minutes left.
So are Stunnery likely to win the 2nd game to make it go to a 3rd map? Or is it is it too close at the moment to tell?
I don't know. It's Wyoming, so
I see.
You know?
I see. Yeah, no.
Any predictions of what Rush will give you?
I'm going to go with a 5-3 first half, and I'm going to say it's in Celtag's favour because I feel at some point they'll get a succession of like 2 or 3 chain caps. Just I don't know. NZ's superior play. I don't know.
I also think NZ will really turn up this last game.
He'll be motivated at this point. Yeah, I mean, he's went from the lofty heights of playing yesterday to being told you only have 10 minutes today, to then being told that you can now play, but then also being benched. NZ must be incredibly confused at this time.
He probably won't give a shit, to be honest.
He will want to get on the tiles and prove himself. No, NZ is an incredibly motivated young man. Little known fact, NZ went to Malaysia sometime in the past 6 months. Now, a lot of people think he was there for business. He was there for business, but not his actual job. He was there getting taught by Aussie players who flew over themselves and taught him how to play TagPro properly. Oceanic TagPro.
They got a secret LAN party in Malaysia.
Blocka are winning.
Blocka are winning.
Yeah.
Okay. So as things stand,
Interesting.
Stanley are close to going out of minus playoffs.
According to Musa, Stanley is throwing at the moment.
You're a messer.
Some interesting stuff, guys. Interesting stuff. I mean, shout out to again Evil Imp, man on the bench.
Hello. Yeah, I was going to be on the bench for Standard Re, but someone else turned up, so.
I see. Hello, Muzzy, you are live on stream with us right now.
Martin
Hi.
Tyler.
Mm-hmm.
So give us some insight on the Blocka game. What's happening over there?
Well, Moggy's been carrying them pretty hard on offense.
Uh-huh.
Hi.
Mm-hmm.
But?
What?
Hello?
Sorry, I'm getting a echo.
Okay. Tell you what, if you fix your echo for a moment, I do believe we have an exclusive interview with one of the Celtag standout performers, NZ. NZ, how are you feeling after matches 1 and 2? You went into the first game and you scored 6 caps in the first half. Six caps.
Yeah, feel like it got off to a pretty good start on Emerald, obviously. Team were locking the shit down, just letting me cap for fun. You know, it's not just, you know, they were getting resets, really pushing them. That's pretty good. Obviously, drop for the second half, pretty contentious decision from Jerry, but what can you do, you know? And then Market, look, I think Market was our map, so I mean, both maps have gone the opposing team at the moment, which is pretty interesting, but they played Market really smart.
Yeah.
You know, they went 3 up and then played super irritating ODs, trying all kinds of boosts and nothing seeming to work for me. You know, it was pretty smart.
They really took you off guard with their conservative plays.
No, it was pretty clever. You know, really good play.
How do you feel about Rush coming up now?
I think Rush is a lot more like Emerald, if I'm being honest. You know, in fact, they're pretty similar maps in the way that they're built up. And apart from the gates, it's pretty much the same map, to be honest. You know, similar lane structure, similar base with the 2 boosts in. So I'm feeling pretty good about it. I mean, that first half, I got the 420 Blaze at hold, and I'm pretty confident about holding on Rush as well. So hopefully it'll go our way. But
right, how is the morale on the team at the moment? How are you all feeling? Yeah,
pretty good. You know, to us, we got outplayed a little bit in terms of the smarts there. They showed some really strong discipline. I think if we'd broken through once or twice in either of those halves, then we would have won it. So conservative, really well played, but we don't feel down about it even a little bit. Market goes that way sometimes. We didn't get the TagPros on the pups, you know, shit happens, but I think Rush is going to be a different story.
Right. Some huge display of confidence from NZ right here. Great to hear.
You got to be confident, mate. If you don't believe in yourself, who else is going to believe in you? All right, guys. Thought I'd pop in and thanks for commentating, of course, and I'll see you after the game, hopefully.
Good luck, NZ.
Unless I've raged quit.
Great caps. See you soon. That was NZ there with an exclusive interview mid-game. He might get fined by the commissioners for that, as that is not in the contract stipulations, but that remains to be seen going forward. Okay, so it would appear that Celtag are quietly confident going on to Rush, and of course saying Rush is quite a lot like Emerald and I'll play to their strengths.
Yeah, in the meanwhile, can we get some predictions in the chat? We got Senatens who says Celtag is gonna win 7-4.
Celtag. Interesting. I'm not sure how to call this. I mean, I'd say 5-3 for the first half, but beyond that, I really can't see which way it would swing.
We got Magic Pigeon who claims it's gonna be a tie, 0-0.
I will make a solid prediction that Uma gets at least 1 pup. I feel like he's in a pup game mood this evening.
I feel like we need bets in TagPro, like over 6 pups in a half. Bet on that. Why not?
That's true. Can we get some noise in the stream chat, please, for those people who would love to see Evil Imp make an appearance in this playoff preliminary semi-finals?
Spam Imp in the chat, please. You want to see Evil Imp showing up tonight?
The more caps, the better.
Hashtag free imp. Get it started.
Shut the fuck up, Balk.
Be nice.
It appears that Capoli are making some adjustments on their end. Sway, of course, plugs in his laptop to make sure that his machine has peak power while playing to ensure everything runs as smoothly as possible. And at this time, he is taping his charger to the machine to make sure it works. Gotta admire the commitment there. The second half should be getting underway fairly soon. It would appear that Celtag already. We're just waiting on Sway P at this moment. So yeah, it's been a fantastic contest so far. Bokanendi has left the commentary room at this time. I do believe he is off defeating Ducks. But yeah, it's been a fantastic contest so far. Celtic, of course, storming off to a commanding lead in Emerald, which Capoli just could not get themselves back into. And then Capoli provided an extremely resilient game on market, showing out Celtag. Thirdly, only one cap to Ploffin 6. Ploffin. Not to say it's a one-man team, of course. Fantastic display all around. And he has all to play for as we go into the final match. NZ is exercising his right to an official 5-minute warning to be imposed on the Capoli team for not fielding a lineup ready to play. Could be contentious. There is, of course, a commissioner on both sides of the towers at this time. It could get quite heated. Remains to be seen.
What are your predictions, Ref?
I mean,
gameplay-wise,
will
teams spend a lot, or will they always be out, or what do you think?
I think it's gonna be. I think the first minute or two they'll be quite conservative, and then there's gonna be a couple minutes in the middle where it just becomes the cage is the fair. Like neither team can get a proper reset because they're just running up and down. Someone will be trying to play anti-re. Pups come up, and everyone's trying to go for pups. And it's just going to be like, there's going to be like a minute or two of pure mayhem, which I'm hoping for. Not sure which way around it's going to go, but I would love to see that personally. What about yourself?
I think it's common for a third map to be a map you're not quite comfortable on it, but also not too afraid of. So yeah, I think it can be subject to a lot of chaos, a lot of fucking around, and maybe some lucky caps, who knows? But I think NZ will be in his element on this map for sure, holding for, I think, over 3 minutes, surely.
I think this is a map that suits Bez quite a lot as well, so it'll be interesting to see how he does.
What facts do you have to support that, Muzzer? If you do not mind me asking.
He's definitely very capable of holding for ages. I've been in my first season eLTP. I was on a team with him, and he outheld everyone by miles, I think, when he showed up anyway.
That's some fantastic insight, and of course that will hopefully manifest itself in this game. Lovely to see. Lovely to see. Of course, I'm hoping for some trick plays. If we see a sud, I don't know. What would be a good trick play in Rush? It's just like boosted off walls, isn't it? There isn't really much in the way of throwing any bombs. What could he do on this map?
Try to stay ahead a lot of times. Be patient on OD. Because offense is gonna get out fairly easy, I think. So it will come down to good communication. And I think Celtag has the advantage on this aspect, communication.
Yeah, that's true. It's be interesting to see how
they have a lot of players who are very confident in lining up their squad and then telling other players where they need to be at certain times. So yeah, especially NZ. He won the playoffs last season on a team with one mic combined, if I'm correct.
Yeah, it was.
He still managed to guide his team to victory. So
yeah,
that just shows he got the great ability
ridiculous amount of communications, indeed. Yep. Of course. Do we have any sponsors for this final game? I don't know, is anyone in the chat who wants to sponsor this game in particular? You know what, never mind, I don't know if I actually need sponsors, because we are very close to launching the final match of this playoff series. It's 1 game apiece. First game on Emerald, went in Celtag's favour. FC Capoli put on a stunning performance on market to tie it all up, and we go to map number 3, and Rush, which has been played this season.
And I'm very excited to see how this pans out.
This map, it bores some people, it excites others. It's a polarizing map, I would say, personally.
Just the fact that we got to the third map excites me already. And we got a self spot from NZ right away.
And we're underway, and NZ is, you can see NZ's hungry. She's going for them quick road grabs. Yep. Sam's got the boost. Boomer is there, of course. Yeah.
NZ's out, yep.
NZ's got assault.
Now the OD and the communication needs to be on point. Seems like they're doing just that.
Yeah, you can see Capoli immediately getting into position, realizing NZ was on his way. That's good.
Now Pete with the anti.
Need to make sure not to grab here. One of them might need to push.
He does it.
Oh, NZ. What are you doing, mate? NZ sees the gap, split second, manages to get the catch off the wall on the inside. Fantastic stuff. And both teams should be fighting for power-ups at this point. And there's a TagPro on both ends, and both teams get a TagPro.
They need to get out here. And Gemi needs to get out. He just...
Oh, no, Capoli. Ooh, this is interesting now. Can they force it? Can they force it? Oh, it's not gonna... Ooh, it's dangerous. It's dangerous, everyone. Yeah, no, it's a good cap situation for Celtag. Capoli just can't get someone there, and Pluffin's going to be coming in, and Pluffin should be able to get a regrab for them. Gummy's done well to stay alive so far.
Bolt's fall, eyeing up the snipe.
Very true. Gummy's going to go towards that boost here, and he's going to put him in a sticky situation, and he's going to get returned by Beza. We have started the game, and NZ has already scored a fairly nice cap.
Yeah, really nice boost against the wall. Past 3 players on OD, very nice.
The next set of parrots will be spawning very shortly. So teams should look to go for these. Uma is frustrated because he loves to go for his parrots, but he has to sit on regrab, of course, as is the convention. As is at top boost, what can he do? He's just walking it around for the moment. I mean, we're already we're 2.5 minutes into the game, and NZ's already got more than a minute and a half hold.
Yep,
it's clearly a very holding map, and NZ knows
Pluffin does very well.
And Sam is bringing it bottom here, and it's a dangerous situation on this end. To an extent,
this should be a gap.
It's 2-on-2 blocks here.
Yep,
it should be, and it is great blocks from Bez and NZ on the defensive end to allow Sam to walk in for a cap there.
If you get soloed one time on this map, it's pretty much a cap already. Just takes one boost and you're done for.
That is true. My watch, yeah, they're going for power-ups now. Do my eyes deceive me, or is NZ currently playing on defense for the time being? And Pluffin does have a TagPro for Capoli, and he manages to kill one, and he might be able to get the second kill. He's trying to snap it, but it's not going to pan out.
He needs to grab himself.
He's probably going to grab himself here. He's
does very well. This is fucking nice, but NZ does very well.
NZ does well there. Pluffin has some Pluffin has some fantastic moves there to wiggle his way out. Just not far enough from NZ's reach.
Pluffin.
Yeah, but
shut the fuck up.
That is his name. Don't wear it out.
I think it's a great standoff tonight between Pluffin and NZ. The top players.
2 Titans going at it.
Yeah,
it's good to watch.
The best of their game.
And the next set of parrots will be spawning very shortly, and it appears most, if not all, players are going to be contesting Now it looks like Capoli being blocked out of the top up, which affords some rolling bomb.
Nice grab here.
NZ is going to try and get him blocks here to get the rolling grab without defusing it, but I don't think that's going to be possible. Gummy's going to try and bring it in, but is shut down by Bez.
That's a risky grab.
What can Ploffin do? Ploffin with Juju's and the flag. It's a dangerous combination. The Juju's is gone, but he still has the flag.
This is something. Oh,
Dodgefall does extremely well to read the play and
takes some balls.
To stop it.
Wait that long at the boost, take some balls. Very well played.
And NC might be alright. He does fantastically well to shimmy off the walls here, and there's danger of a cap here.
South spike.
There are 3 in base to contend with, and the boost doesn't quite pan out. Ploffin is able to get the return, but the idea was there. And then I said Parrots will be spawning. We are halfway through this half. See how these Parrots go. Boomer is yet to get a power up. And it's a TagPro for Celtag up top. Dangerous situation. Can they get the grab properly here? And they have done, and they're currently past 2. And can we just need to get ahead? Ploffin does make the sacrifice. And Boomer does very well to chase it down and prevent the cap at the last moment. I knew we might be able to get a nice cap here and be out past a few here. Now they need to sell the blocks on this end, but Bez is equal to it, and he manages to escape. And Bez is just gonna give a nice stroll around mid for a bit. He's gonna weigh up his options, see what works, and he managed to get past Peter, and he's looking to bring it in. He's contemplating some war moves. Oh, it's close.
Shit.
It's close. No cigar, but I do love the moves that he's pulling off there. And as he's gonna be able to slice through mid here, as Parrots will be spawning very soon. So I imagine Tina should be giving up the chase for a moment and go get these power-ups. And P is able to fight off Dodgefall in the bottom there and get a TagPro. And he's going to rush straight back to get Anti, and he's going to stay there to protect his flag carrier. This is an interesting one now. The flag is there, but doesn't Bez do well to close down and stop that. But Ploffin is rushing it through mid. And this should be a cap, and it is a counter cap. And
we got a game.
The deficit is down to 1 cap. It has been close so far. Not to give a commentator scores or anything, but it has been a good contest so far. Ooh, that being said, NZ is going to be past 2 or 3 here, and Ploffin is going to have to do well to stay alive. And he does, and it looks like to play Andy on the other end. The return on NZ is not coming right, so Ploffin is going to have to scoot his booty out of that situation, and he does well fantastically. Still alive, and he should still be alive as power-ups spawn soon. Unless Does returns him. Does manage to get him. And
still alive, NZ.
This is dangerous. The pups, Gummy's in 2 minds at the moment. He goes for the pup. Probably the right decision, as he can probably get a rolling grab here. And he does. And he's gonna maybe get top. Does just covering the high angle there. Oh, and NZ does well to evade Pete's moves.
I think Pete is gonna have nightmares from this game tonight.
Pete's in a difficult situation. As I said before, Island does suffer 800 ping, and they couldn't go for regrab for a moment, but it should be back now. Although they're playing anti-re on both sides of the tiles here. So we've got 1 player apiece chasing here, so it's kind of difficult to watch. Who's the better solo chaser? We'll have to see. Is NC going to tease the kiss? He's teasing it, but it's not quite there. And NC is on the wrong side of the map for the time being. Gummy is just trying to find a way past Oswald at the moment. He needs his time to get the return. They're not playing anti at this point. They should have 2 chases. And teams should be looking towards power-ups at this point.
And NC has 4 minutes of hold already.
That is a ridiculous stat line to have, having only played 8 minutes of this game so far.
He's loving this so far.
Oh no, this is an interesting situation.
NC's not gonna die with a juke juice. It's a cap. It's a cap.
Oh, that was a fantastic move by Dodgefall. You see what they're doing there. Uma had the TagPro. Dodgefall had the boost.
And now maybe
just about gets the boost out of the way. It's interesting here. Will NC be able to get the snipe?
He doesn't
quite pan out. That is unlucky. Fantastic coordination from Celtag there to get that their 3rd cap of the game.
Communication was there.
Now what can Capoli do here? What can they do? Ploffin's riding high, he's going top. Can they force a return on Sam? No, they cannot. Ploffin's skewing his beauty through the middle. I do believe Parrots will be spawning very shortly. This will be the last set of Parrots. Oh no, I feel for Pluffin here. Oh, he's gone alright until it didn't, because Bez has got TagPro for Celtag, and that could be dangerous. Could be very dangerous. Pluffin's going to have to play smart for the next few minutes. And he has a nice boost off the wall here. Send him back in the other direction. No, do Capoli have any returns here? I'd imagine not. No, and NZ is going to be out past a few towards bottom. Both flag carriers just chilling around at the moment. Pluffin's having the night of his life at the moment, my word. There's only 20 seconds left in this game here. Now Gummy just needs to stay alive as best he can here. There shouldn't be any immediate threat here, but they just need to not concede in the final few minutes. And this is from Bez. Yeah, very, very lucky to get the brutal field of play there.
2, NC almost 5 minutes of hold. Holy fucking shit.
Near enough 5 minutes of hold and a 10-minute half. That is impressive. No doubt. So we come to the end of the first half, and it's Celtag Vigo 3, FC Capoli 1. 2 of those 3 caps for Celtag coming from NZ. Well, like we said, ridiculous amount of hold. Must of course bring it up in chat. Very good stat line. There isn't much for
still every man's game, I think.
Definitely. It's only a 2 cap deficit going into the final 10 minutes of this series. Do you think we'll see any tactical substitutions, any changes to be made, or do you think Etche will stick with this lineup, this tried and tested lineup?
They need Imp.
Yeah, they need the evil Imp in, really, don't they?
Yep.
We should mention, of course, that Clutch Hunter is ever present on the bench as well for Capoli.
Yeah, but we got Imp.
Yeah, but Clutch Hunter last season in minors placed as one of the best for the best 5th man award. He came in 3rd for that.
Gummy is clearly, and Clutch Hunter is in. Like
clearly, he has an effect on the team, and actually has seen this, and he's put in Clutch Hunter. So this will be extremely interesting to see how this goes. Clutch Hunter, of course, is an offensive player. 19 caps in 160 minutes, which is better than the league average for offenders.
I think this is Celtag's best lineup, to be honest.
I think, yeah. I mean, obviously we can't speak for Capoli because I'm not really sure if we've seen this lineup too much tonight. Definitely Celtag's lineup. I think this half is poised to go down. It's going to go one of 2 ways. It's either going to be incredibly close or it's going to be a blowout.
I played against this Capoli team last night briefly, and well, I was playing defense and I found Clutch Hunter incredibly hard to return anyway if he got out. So it'd be interesting to see if the Celtag guys can do any better than me. Probably.
Shit on D.
No, bringing in a hold specialist on a map like Rush. Etch is clearly seeing NZ hold for 5 minutes in his foot.
This can be interesting.
I should get my man on the tiles. Get my specialist out there. I mean, of course, he does have Evil Imp on the bench, who is a hold and cap specialist. He can do it all, but he's going to remain in the locker for the time being. There is some debate in the commentary box over whether or not the substitution was a solid move. Don't know. We'll leave it to the leave it to the people watching. Do you think Gummy should be playing or Clutch Hunter, or dare we say Evil Imp?
This lineup wasn't working, so it's smart to make a difference.
That's true.
Nothing you can do wrong with that. Clutch Hunter is a very solid player. Also the type of player who can really make something out of nothing, so smart move, I think. And Pluffin is out.
Indeed. Ooh, Pluffin is very out at the moment.
This is the boost. Nice
just into the spikes. And immediately Capoli are trying to pile the pressure on here. They are trying to bring it to base. Clutch Hunter should just stay alive for a short while. Yeah, they've got regrab now at this point. What can Clutch do? He's got some boosts to work with, but he's opting not to take them yet. He's baiting.
He plays confident, that's great to see.
Now Pluffin is sat at the booster, and Parrots will be spawning soon.
Needs to wait for pups, yeah.
It looks like... no, I was going to say Celtag are going to get top uncontested. Urmer, he loves his Parrots. He's going to get a TagPro. And there's a TagPro on both ends now. Opportunity for teams to get out. Ooh, this might be an interesting one.
TagPro and Bez is out. Bez is out, plus 2.
They just need to...
Sam needs to do something with his TP, don't sit on the flag, just...
He needs to be out there, killing bodies.
But then again, they're up by 2, so what's the hurry?
That's true, and this is a dangerous situation. It could be a 2-on-2. Uma is rushing in, however.
Nice grab.
Uma should be out, although the boost is right behind him, and Sam does well to get a sniper, so good play, Sam.
Just buy Sam just enough time to get out.
Ooh, now Pluffin is toying with the kiss here. They do have anti on the other end. This would be beneficial, but there is anti on both ends now. What can be done? The next set of parrots will be spawning fairly soon. Both teams should be somewhat conscious of this. NZ is going for bottom. Leaving the flag tile exposed.
Sam gets the TagPro between 2 players. Oh my god.
He's a very strong ball, that Sam. Very strong ball. And this is a dangerous
NZ
situation.
With the solo with Juju's has to get the solo.
This is a dangerous situation.
This bully is NZ.
Oh, NZ and Celtag getting somewhat bullied there. It looked like it would have been a cap. They had a Juju's chasing. They had a TagPro in their base, but it doesn't quite pan out. So Capoli calm and cool and collected under pressure. Keep the score 0-0 for the time being in this half.
Might be out.
For those just tuning in now, if you've just finished watching the Blockers stand on a game, this is the third and final match. This is the last half, and Celtag are currently up by 2 caps.
This should be a cap. This should be a cap.
You would hope so. Nice. And it is. And it's Pluffin on the scoreboard, and Swapey and Clutch Runner do very well to keep the blocks, keep composed, get the returns that they need. And Parrots are spawning here, and Pluffin's got a rolling. It's going to be diffused. Now does have a rolling on the other end, and that is not diffused. And this could cause problems for the Capoli defense.
I love that Capoli kept first in this half, making Celtag a little bit more nervous, a little bit more shaky.
It's true, this is a fascinating contest.
Yeah, it really is.
And Clutch Runner might have the grab here, and he's got the boost, and he's going to be coming bottom.
This can be something. Does he hit it right?
No, there's too many bodies there now. He's going to have to take it for a little walk. He's going to have to set the flag for a walk. What can he do? Oh, NZ's chasing after him.
Pluffin is past 2, maybe, yeah.
Ooh, no, the blocks aren't really there. And NZ again with the snipe from behind. He does very well at that kind of play. But Collision is coming bottom, unfortunately catches the wall, so he isn't able to speed past. And it's going to be difficult. Now, Pluffin, rather than opting for regrab, he's opting for the power ups here, which is interesting. He's going to go for the flag this time, however. He's going to have to. No, he's gone for the top up, and he has got the Juju's. Does this leave them a bit exposed? I think they should be okay. Pluffin is ahead now, and they've got the rolling diffused on the other end, so they're doing alright. Do we have Bulk and Andy still here? Bulk and Andy. Alright, your thoughts on this game so far, please? As Clutch Runner escapes in these past 2. Ooh, never mind. Your thoughts, Bulk? Okay, no thoughts. Alright, thank you. It's excellent stuff. And as Pluffin gets returned here, Capoli are piling on the pressure here. Now, Celtag have been equal to it thus far. But, ooh, just the constant pressure of being out and having to play OD all the time, it might be mounting on them. And the next set of parrots will be spawning very soon. And, ooh, Pluffin's going to try and bring it in, and now NZ's going to try and put, oh, sorry, this is just so exciting. And there's danger on the other end here, as Celtag had the opportunity to rush it in there, but they were pipped at the post.
Interesting to see how NZ has only 12 seconds of hold over his.
I'm not sure if that's by choice or not, but definitely a bit different from the first game.
They're playing very cautiously.
He can no longer get the same amount of hold he did in the first half. Physically impossible. Does get a nice grab, however, and it's interesting to see here. He's going to bring it bottom. Yeah, he leaves him exposed to the team boost there.
Oh my!
But he understands it's there, and he is going to get returned. And the anti-read is there. Smart play from Clutch Runner there. Now Pluffin's going to try and bring it top, and it doesn't amount to anything. I would hope they wait for 2 people on offense this time before making the grab. Just it'll give them more flexibility in getting out of base. And this is dangerous now because Dodds is going to be past 2, and he's bringing it mid. And a couple need to position themselves really well.
Great blocks.
That was
gets himself in.
Very great block.
And this is
possibly.
as well.
This might be GG. Yeah.
This could be a game-defining moment in this series.
Capoli is gonna overcome it now a lot.
You'd hope with just under 4 minutes remaining that they remain composed. There is only a 2-cap deficit this time. It can be overcome. They do have a TagPro for a few more seconds. And it's going to get them a pass 2 situation, but Sam is going to be on the other end. Can they force anything here? Sam does want to stay alive for the time being. Ploffin is getting chased by Bez. Ooh. And does follow us there to shut it down.
Here it goes.
This is some spooky stuff we're watching right here. And this should
be a cap, yeah.
Yes, it is. There we go.
We've got a game.
And it's only a 1 cap difference. And NZ is on, like, he's right behind Clutch on it right here. And, Bez is just down OD. Blocks just weren't quite there.
I want to see overtime. I really do.
This is still the player for it this time. Capoli give both power-ups to Celtag, both juices. Let's see what Capoli can do here. Was it smart to do the power-ups? Bez is using that juice. Oh, they've got 2 juices chasing the flag carrier. Yeah, that one was never going to end well. That being said, Clutch is bring it in bottom.
This again.
Oh no! Oh, he's pixels away from scoring the equalising cap there with just over 2 minutes remaining. This is a nail-biting game, and
yes.
The equalising cap now. No, Capoli needs to get ahead. They need to just like keep it composed, keep it collected, get themselves on that flat out. Yeah, you know, just survive the next 2 minutes at the very least, or go for the game-winning cap. Just do not concede. Do not concede. Oh, there is Antiri on the other end here. Clutch might be in a bit of trouble, but he does extremely well. Again, like might be subbed on for his holding ability, and he is showcasing that. Uma, of course, is known for his pub collecting ability, and he does have a TagPro, and he's going to try and use that to effect her on this end. Doesn't quite pan out, and this is a dangerous situation. Capoli do have 2 TagPros here, but does he sign up with the boost, and he was able to use the boost before to get out to good effect.
Such a nail biter.
Oh, and Sam's going top here, and he's not hit the spikes up top here. Now there are 3 in base, and Uma's probably going to be out. And Uma is going to be out here, and Sam should be getting returned at this point. And obviously, cheers for both sides here. The playoff series hangs in the balance, so there's only 70 seconds left in this game. Both teams know this. Neither team's playing Antiri at this time. Every move counts at the moment. Oh, go on, NC.
1 minute left.
Just a minute left in this game.
Ooh.
What's going on here?
Sam needs to stay alive. NZ is there.
NZ is there to get a return. That's a crucial return. Had he not got our return, it could have been a cap. And the last set of power-ups coming, and this is going to be dangerous.
They got a rolling.
It's a TagPro and a rolling. Okay,
oh no,
it's going to be significant. Now this Capoli team, they need to get ahead.
Shit.
They need to get there. They need to be positioned. Oh no. Maybe. Oh no, but there's still stuff going on here. No.
They still got. Oh no.
They're getting the kills. And this must be heartbreaking stuff for Capoli. 26 remaining, seconds remaining, and Celtag are able to get a cap.
Holy
Capoli have 20 seconds to get a cap here, and Clutch is out here. This is what's he? Yeah, there's only one person on defense. This isn't ideal. This is going to have to be the situation.
3, 2, 1.
And we come to the end of the final game, and we have to say what a series this has been. This has been a fantastic series.
The best game so far. League and playoffs combined.
I would probably say one of the best playoffs, easily the best playoff series of this season, if not of the past 2 or 3 seasons, honestly.
Holy shit!
It's been a pleasure to watch. Fraser, your thoughts?
This was an amazing game. Great display from both teams. But we both got right with the prediction with the Celtag snatching up the win. But it was way closer than I expected. I think Ploffin and Humor really played their hearts out. They were on top of their game. I don't know what happened.
It's so unfortunate. It's just when you saw this final power up spawn and you saw the TagPro in the rolling, you knew whoever was grabbing knows.
Did you see when Sweaty Pete boosted in and he wanted to come in base and he left the TagPro right bottom corner.
Do you think that was a game-changing moment? You see, that's the thing.
That was the game changer. Yeah.
It's in the minutiae of the game, isn't it?
He should have played safe and just get the pup and get return, get the kiss.
Right. We are joined by Mr. Dodson and NZ. Congratulations, guys, on your playoff victory. How are you feeling right now?
I didn't do anything.
That's not true. No, I think we played pretty well in that last game. Like, Capoli came with the same smart strats, but just that time we managed to get ahead in that first half, and then we played it out just like they played it out in the on the market game. I promised you a bit of hold, you know. Came back in on the old first half of that game 3. Got shut down brutally on half 2, but
yeah. How did you feel?
I mean, to be honest, like I'm not a big fan of just playing OD all the time. It gets me pretty tetchy. I know it gives me the yips a little bit, but the guys played really well. So
yeah, that's why that last half, NZ was the only one playing defense. Just made me play Re because he was bored.
But it worked. Around, mate.
Exactly.
Got to use that 12 ping to go for the solos, you know. No, it was tough. I mean, Capoli were really, really good. We can't. I think, honestly, in my opinion, they're going to be one of the harder teams that we face in this.
I wanted to get a reaction from Capoli, but all the players disconnected already.
They're all gone. Rest in pieces. No, I think honestly they're going to be one of the toughest teams. Like Umor's a really strong player, as is Ploffin, as is Clutch, as is Gummy. You know, all of their guys are really, really strong. I'm forgotten someone. Rest in pieces.
Yeah,
as is Sweaty. Sweaty's playing really well on D as well.
He really gave the people something to enjoy tonight. It was a really, really fun game to watch. Really close. What went through your mind in the last minute when it seems like you had thrown the game?
What went through my mind?
Jerry's gonna honestly hate us.
Yeah. I mean, I know. I could see the group me messages coming in from Jim Jimson on my phone next to me, and he was like, "Holy fuck, this is stressful," and I felt like exactly the same way. Like it was so stressful. Like a couple of times we went for a swipe on the OD, and it gave me the yips. I think there was one where I just about managed to roll around while Clutch was coming in, and some of the other guys got similar ones, and I was fucking shitting myself. Excuse my language. But yeah, I mean, those games are always tense. I've had a couple of those in playoffs last season, and we came away with a win, so I'm happy.
Of course, you've got come away to win. Congratulations on that. Looking towards next week, your opponents, I believe, are Bormir City. Looking at their lineup, how are you feeling about that matchup?
Who's on their lineup?
I believe we've got a B Fraser, a Ronding, a Coma Kip.
Vincent the Dutch team. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm not that fucking shithead.
Yeah, the Dutch team.
No, I think we played Bormir in the last game of the season of the regular season.
Got fucking shit.
And we played on Big Mouth, which is not a map I'm a big fan of. Anyone that watched Majors last night will know that I'm not a huge fan of it.
Yeah, maybe you should veto Big Mouth.
I mean, we vetoed Big Mouth tonight for a reason, mate. I mean, well done for beating us on our worst map. No, I think you guys are really strong. You know, B Fraser's really stepped up since he came out from Novice. I've told him that he's a quality player. Ruff, you're looking...
That's the first time you told me, actually.
No, I said that to you last week.
Yeah, I know.
Ruff, you obviously, you're playing pretty awesome at the moment. The best I've ever seen you play. You guys are looking really impressive. I know Coma well from a couple of previous teams. And who's your fourth? It is...
Vincent Ozzy.
No, I'm joking. Yeah, Vincent's good as well. No, it'll be a good game. I think we're pretty confident. I think it'll all depend on the maps. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Have you got any more closing thoughts? Any shout-outs that you'd like to give out before the stream comes to a close?
Shout out to the inevitable salt that's going to come in about me playing tonight.
Yeah, the salt's already coming in.
But also thank you for Etche for agreeing and being reasonable. You know, unlike his team, he's a pretty reasonable guy, pretty nice guy. You know, we had a player banned for playoffs, and SA's seen that I've played literally 0 majors minutes since the first week, apart from last night. So I think I've got to thank SC for that. Not going to thank Sweaty Pete for his inevitable poor behaviour as usual. You know, it's typical of who he is. Got him. And so yeah, GG's.
Okay. Right. Well, thank you to everyone who was involved tonight. To the players, the captains, the people watching. Huge thank you as always to Xeris for streaming.
Can we get a reaction from Sweaty Pete? He's in the channel.
I don't know if Pete has any closing thoughts you want to add just before the stream goes off. I don't know if we have time or not. Maybe like 5 seconds.
Any thoughts?
Okay, I don't know if we can read that out live on stream. Kids watching, but on the whole, thank you to everyone for watching tonight. Thank you to Xeris again, and see you next week for the semi-finals. Good night.